Welcome back, Aries. This is your July love reading. I am already shuffling the Romance Angels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. What message is there for Aries who love for the month of July? What message is there for Aries for the month of July? Kind of popped up, but fell back in. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it never fails that anytime you use any of these angel card decks, the right card just kind of shoots out. This is actually the longest it's taken. Well, as soon as I said that. Okay. And yes, I am switching up the method of recording the videos this month. Trying to try out different things, still feeling out what method I like the best. Okay, Aries, the first card you have is getting to know each other, right? So take your time in getting to know a potential mate, male or female, does not matter. Don't assume anything about the person that you're interested in. And I don't mean that in a scary way, like, he or she's an axe murderer. No, I mean, if you've been the kind of person to say, I don't date this type of person, I don't date this type of person, and I don't date this type of person, well, maybe you've had your eye on somebody who falls into one of your categories that you consider a deal breaker, right? But take your time getting to know that person. Maybe there's something about them, there's something about that particular status that puts them in that deal breaker category that once you kind of look beyond the veil, you'll see has some merit. There's a reason, for somebody, like maybe you think, I'm not going to date somebody that's divorced, or I'm not going to date somebody that's got kids or has a tattoo, but you see somebody that you're very interested in that has a tattoo, well, get to know them. Maybe there's a reason they have that specific one tattoo. Like maybe it's their parents' name that passed away, right? Don't let your assumptions ruin a possibly good thing. Another meaning, so for people that are coupled up, maybe under the circumstances that you guys hooked up, I don't mean that literally, but I mean in which you two became a couple, maybe you guys didn't really get an opportunity to get to know each other. Maybe it was under one of those situations where it happened very quickly. Maybe you're just the type to be in a monogamous relationship, and instead of kind of, dating around, maybe you guys just became monogamous right away, and you've been in this relationship. Give your guys' relationship a chance to have that discovery period that maybe you never had, right? You will be surprised what you might find out. And the bottom of this card, it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. That's very touching. That's giving each other the opportunity to be vulnerable, right? And that creates that intimacy. Okay, your next card is true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. I don't know that I have to really say anything else about that card, but look at that couple. That's so cute. They're in love. All right, let's take a look at this other card. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, I think if I recall, in the last month of June, this card also came up in the weekly romance reading. But what this speaks to is that we're very guarded, I think, in general as a society. We have a lot of walls up. I think that society today is just very fast paced, and we're all just very used to putting up that armor once we've been hurt, right? And that we might be afraid to express our love, express the way we feel about somebody because we're afraid of rejection. Even if you've been married to somebody for 40 years, there's still that, you could still have that fear of being rejected, right? If you've been in this relationship and maybe you want to initiate some, private time, with your hubby or your wife, but maybe you're afraid that they're going to say, oh, I'm not in the mood, or whatever. It happens. So you might be inclined to not initiate anything intimate because you'd be afraid of being rejected. What this is saying is express your love, but it doesn't mean, like a wink and the other person's going to understand what you mean. Giving somebody a Valentine's Day card doesn't necessarily convey what you're really meaning. What this is saying is tell that person, communicate, show it. There's a book, I believe it's called The Languages of Love, right? And I haven't read the whole thing, but the gist of it is that we each speak a different language of love. And part of the reason we need to understand and know that is because some of us express our love by words, right? I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you. Some of us express our love by being always there for you, being supportive. Hey, anytime you need me, 1 a.m, 2 a.m, I'm there. Call me and I will be there for you, right? They're the person that you could call and lean on because they're strong, they're supportive, and they're always there for you. They might not necessarily be emotional, and they might not always say, I love you or I miss you, but that is how they express their love. Another person might express their love by paying the bills, right? They might express their their love by paying for dinner, because maybe that's the way they grew up. That was how they received love, right? Maybe their mom or dad wasn't very affectionate, but they took care of them financially. So that's how this person has grown to express love. Maybe this person gives you things. You might think they're trivial little gifts or little trinkets that don't really mean anything, but maybe that really dorky, hand-stuffed teddy bear from that Build-A-Bear workshop is that person's way of expressing love, right? So the point is that we don't all express love in the same way. And the sooner that we can recognize that this is this person's way of expressing love, the easier and the sooner it'll be for us to feel that love, okay? So we have get to know each other, true love, and express your love. All great cards for the month of July for Aries. All right, guys. I hope this reading resonated with some of you. I hope it helped you guys to understand maybe some actions or some things that are, ways of people expressing their love towards you. And also, if you're one of those people that expresses love in a, nonverbal way, tell that to your partner, convey that to them. Say, hey, I might not always say I love you, but when I grab your hand and or I'm hugging you or put my arm around you, that is my way of showing my love for you, right? All right, guys, I hope you have a beautiful month. Happy July.